5 timeless investing principles to make you rich. Hey guys, today we're going to list 5 timeless investing principles to make you rich. Let's get right into it. Number 1. The only free lunch in investing is diversification. Investors have a tendency to find and pile into the hot investment of the day. This is fantastic when everything is going well, but all businesses, sectors, industries, and countries go through cycles. When things go wrong, having an overly concentrated position in any one market segment can be disastrous. This can be seen throughout history, with recent examples including technology stocks in the late 1990s, financial stocks during the Great Recession, and emerging market stocks in the last decade. The best way to protect your portfolio from the risk of overconcentration in a single market segment is to diversify across multiple asset classes. While such a strategy may result in some investment laggards, it should also ensure that you have some relatively high-performing investments in your portfolio. The methodical approach is a prudent way to ride out future market bubbles. Number 2. Set your budget. The first thing you must decide is how much money you can set aside each month for your investment plan. There is no minimum deposit amount, and you can begin with as little as INR 100. The goal here is to set aside a minimum amount of money from your savings and then stick to your commitment. Setting a budget necessitates financial discipline and the reduction of your spending. However, before you begin looking into investment options, you must first establish an emergency fund. An emergency fund should ideally be 3 to 6 months of your income, depending on your expenses. An emergency fund's purpose is to ensure that you have enough money in the bank to cover an unexpected expense without jeopardizing your investment. Keep your emergency fund in a savings account that you can easily access. It can also help you pay off high-interest debts like credit card debt in some cases. Alternatively, see if you can transfer these to a lower interest plan. Keep in mind that interest is just another expense on your account with no returns. Number 3. Decide how you want your style of investing. As an investor, you can choose to be active or passive. Active investing is a hands-on strategy in which you buy and sell stocks in response to market fluctuations. It enables you to reduce risk, pursue profitable trades, and build wealth in a short period of time. On the other hand, it necessitates constant market monitoring, a thorough understanding of how markets work, and the ability to make prudent and timely decisions. It may also be more expensive because you will have to pay a trading fee with each transaction. Passive investing, on the other hand, is more hands-off and focuses on long-term gains. The goal here is not to outperform market fluctuations, but rather to allow your portfolio to earn money through careful risk diversification across various assets. While a passive approach may take longer to generate wealth and may not provide dramatic returns, it is usually safer. It allows you to grow gradually toward a specific goal. Finally, your choice will be determined by how much time you have to devote to your portfolio and your risk tolerance. If you have the time to devote to active trading and aren't afraid to take a few risks, an active investing approach may be ideal for you. A passive approach, on the other hand, may be more appropriate if you have other commitments, such as a job. Number 4. Once you win the game, stop playing. The stock market can be an addictive place, especially if you've amassed a significant amount of wealth over the course of your investing career. It is critical to understand that the primary goal of investing is to achieve one's financial objectives. There is no reason for the investor to continue putting money at risk once they've reached that magical number. Granted, if there are long-term multi-generational goals, then that capital should be invested accordingly. However, funds already accumulated to fund an investor's lifestyle may be transferred out of equities. Investors who have reached that point are in the fortunate position of no longer having to worry about the next bear market. The bright side of a severe market downturn is that it forces investors to reconsider their decisions made during the good times. As they reflect, they are forced to confront the cold hard truth of whether they have adhered to these time-tested investment principles. If they have strayed, it could be disastrous and set them back financially for many years. However, adhering to the principles should increase their chances of long-term success. Number 5. Conduct a risk assessment. Understanding your own risk tolerance is essential for successful investing. Risk tolerance is the amount of risk that you can tolerate. It varies greatly depending on your income, expenses, commitments, and mindset. People who have a large number of dependents, debts, or expenses have a lower risk tolerance. Someone with generational wealth, on the other hand, may be willing to take on more risk. Your risk tolerance will determine the composition of your portfolio. Those with a higher risk tolerance can invest in high-risk, high-reward stocks. Investors with a low risk tolerance, on the other hand, can opt for low-risk, low-return bonds. Even within these categories, risk profiles can differ. Blue-chip stocks, for example, will be less risky than lesser-known stocks. Stop loss order. Regardless of risk tolerance, defining the amount of loss you can tolerate is always a good idea. A stop loss order is useful in this situation. It is a purchase or sale order placed with your broker when a stock reaches a certain price. So if you set your stop loss order at 15%, your broker will sell a stock if its value falls below 15%. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.